Glad to have you with us from Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field. The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Razorbacks ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Crosses the 40. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Blue idiot.
Might as well give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. A designed run for the quarterback. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Taylor wants to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. A sure hands, it's Hawkins.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Jackson gonna throw it. The quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They booted away on fourth down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Gets away from one. He's got space. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Cotton. It's a running room. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Jackson will throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts. He's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. He got to be...
And he's still running after the move. He's at the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third down, here's Bothwell. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Well, he shows you his speed and his power on that run. As far as I can think back to, Arkansas football always comes down to being able to run the football on offense. It's about grinding and wearing the opponent down. They always seem to be able to recruit outstanding athletes at that position. This guy is no different.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Jackson gonna throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff, left Bothwell.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Taylor wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are...
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Hill. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. To the air on first down. Fakes to grab. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a space. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. It's Hill. Going for 6. Touchdown, Arkansas! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in week 4. We begin our whip around with Florida taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Gators looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons.
The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and look to play another day.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. To the air, it's Hill. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On fourth down, going to the air. That's reeled in. It's Platt. The Razorbacks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get three.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Caught by Williams on the right. There he goes to the right. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he scored! Touchdown Bulldogs!
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. A quick strike touchdown up top. The last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
He'll keep it on second down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
Wide 53! Wide 53!
Might be changing the route. Taylor wants to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He gets a block. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fires left side, it's Smith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And how about that, guys? Like, make no bones about it. Bring in the big bodies, goal line personnel. Like, we're going to pound you right between the eyeballs. Sometimes people get aggressive on second and short and take shots. This offense said, nah, we want to get the first down, and we want to get it now.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Hill. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Trying to barrel in.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Here's the gift to Bothwell. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line to pick up a 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Taylor wants to throw. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Touchdown, Arkansas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Cotton. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The give, and tick, 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 tick. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And with a lead like they have here in the fourth quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They got the incompletion to stop the clock. Now they need another stop on 3rd down to get the ball back. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Back to pass, it's Hill. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with it. Oh, he found a space on the right. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Taylor wants to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. $90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds at the 4-yard line, and he almost had a pick 6.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Taylor wants to throw it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff, all the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they kick it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Ready to try the point after. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give is to Smith. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware